Today is October 20th, 2013, and we weighed in at 155.2 this morning, which is the same as yesterday, so that's good. Steady at 155. Now, gonna drop about 2 more pounds or so this week, and yeah, then we'll be ready for the show. Then we'll kind of carb up. So, what we have here for breakfast: 4 rice cakes, caramel corn rice cakes, right over here. With I just recorded my grocery shopping video, guys, so that's why all this stuff's here. But 4 rice cakes with 1 serving of peanut butter. And over here we have 8 ounces of cooked chicken. So that's what we're gonna have, guys. Probably drink about half a gallon of water also. And we have some chicken cooking up here for later tomorrow and some over there. So I like to weigh my chicken cooked, and that's just what I do. So I will see you guys later. Today is gonna be a pool day. We are about to go to the gym. So feeling kind of lazy right now, but we're gonna do it anyway. Hopefully this will kind of pick us up. We got 2 scoops of Cellucor C4, Icy Blue Raz flavor right there, so you can see. Boom. Icy Blue Raz is my favorite flavor because if you guys like sour candy, right? I love those Sour Punch straws, the blue Sour Punch straws, and the green and the red and all that. This one kind of tastes like that to me. It's real sour, and yeah, I just like it a lot. So we're mixing this up with a knife, and we're taking 4 capsules of NO3 just for a pump. It says say 3 before, 3 after. I just take 3 to 4 before my workout. And in our gallon, we have 2 scoops of BCAAs. This BCAA is a lot different than the majority of them because it's got 3.2 grams of beta-alanine and 4 grams of citrulline malate. Citrulline malate essentially is just the pump. Beta-alanine is the tingle and also helps with muscular endurance if you take it for a long period of time. So that is that, guys. It's about 4 o'clock, 3:51. So we're gonna drink this up, take the BCAAs to go, take our NO3, and go to the gym. So I will see y'all there. Today's gonna be a pool day. What is going on, my YouTube family? We are back in the gym, and today is a pool day. So I'm very excited to bring this commentary to you guys. I'm currently a week and a half out from my show, so about 11 days, a little over a week and a half out. And yeah, pretty freaking excited. This morning I weighed in at 156 pounds. And the footage that you're watching right now, I weighed in at 155.2. So I'm kind of hovering between 155 to 156 right now, and I need to drop a few more pounds just to be stage ready. So definitely looking forward to dropping those pounds and hitting a couple new low weigh-ins before the show, and then kind of carb loading up, you know, going in pretty full and just doing my best that I can at the show. So other than that, guys, I just kind of want to touch on some topics over this footage. Not necessarily, you know, go through the workout, but I just want to talk about some things that have been on my mind. A lot of you guys are asking me, what are your calories at? What are your calories at? And I'm at about 1,800 calories right now. Now, some of you may be like, wow, that's really drastic. And some of you that have been on lower calories might be like, man, that's kind of high for dieting. Well, for me personally, 1,800 is very, very low. If you guys have seen my summer shredding series, I can drop weight on about 3,000 calories, especially when I'm starting out the weight loss. I know summer shredding was about 14 or 15 weeks long, so the first 4 weeks I did like 3,000 calories and dropped a good initial amount of weight. The next 4 or 5 weeks I did like 2,600, and then the last 4 or 5 weeks I think I was on like 22 to 2,400, like 2,300 calories the last couple weeks, and I got down to a very low body fat percentage. So I am doing it pretty drastically right now, and if you want to know why, it is simply because I decided last minute to do this contest, this physique show. Now ideally you would want to give yourself a good 12 or 16 weeks to diet, preferably like 16 or 20 weeks as a natural. You see a lot of famous YouTubers going 35, 40 weeks for their contests, which is awesome. And then you look at, the natural pro bodybuilders, which allow themselves over a year to diet down for a couple shows. That's pretty crazy, but that's what it takes to be a pro. So pretty amazing for, to have that kind of willpower to diet for over 52 weeks just for a couple shows. You definitely have to have a huge passion for it. And like I said, I had about 5 weeks, which I think I'm going to be very happy with the package I could bring. I think I'll definitely beat my conditioning last year. I don't know so much about the conditioning because I was pretty, last year I really didn't have much fat on me at all. But I'm just hoping that I come in a little bit more full, a little bit bigger than I did last year, and kind of the same condition. So that's the goal, beat myself. It's you versus you in this world. And yeah, that touches that. And next is the lean bulk I'm planning for this next not off season, but just kind of lean mass phase, I guess you could say. Um, what I'm planning on doing, guys, is probably selecting a weight. Let's say for example, 170 or 175 pounds. We'll say 175 because honestly, guys, for me to hover around 8 or 9%, which is where I perform optimally, I'm about 175 to 180 pounds. Um, so yeah, I do have a pretty small bone structure just naturally. Definitely started out as an ectomorph. I have pictures in high school of me at 110, 115 pounds at the same height I am now, so pretty ridiculous. But I do have a smaller frame, but I do hover around 175. That's like when I'm happy, I'm feeling good. I can bench press over 300 something pounds. I can squat heavy and everything. So that's where I feel optimal. I'm gonna let myself get to about 8 or 9%, just because I dieted seriously 15 weeks for summer shredding, took about 4 weeks off, and then right back into this contest prep. So I feel like mentally I kind of need a little relaxation time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a weight, like I said, 170, 175, and I'm going to get up to that weight kind of as slowly as possible. So I'm not going to go get a huge cheat victory meal. Just cheat meal. I'm not saying I'm going to win or anything, but after my show, simply because I don't want to go through that again. I remember last year I weighed in at 152 or 151 the morning of the show, and then after my huge cheat meal, I weighed in at like 166, 167. Yeah, a lot of it was water weight, but seriously, it was so hard to bounce back from that I never really went under 163 again. It was just, gaining weight really quick. So I really want to control it this time. And like I said, get to 170 or 175 really gradually. So the longer it takes me to get to 170, the more muscle I'm going to build. I hope that makes sense because I'll be in a caloric surplus for a longer amount of time. So that's my goal, guys. Do need a little mental break. Everyone does. That's why, professional football players, basketball players, soccer players, there's something called an off season for them to mentally and physically kind of recover. So I definitely need something just to take my mind and stress off of counting everything I eat. But like I said, definitely not going to let myself go. Let me get a sip of water real quick. My throat's dry. This is like take number 5. All right, but I actually have a couple very, very good jobs booked for November with my modeling agency. So, as you guys know, actually, I don't know if you know, I don't know if I've ever said this, but I have done some work for Under Armour, Nike, BCG, what else? Samsung, and a couple other companies. But I'm doing a very, very good job this November. So mid-November, I have a big job. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, booked with Foot Locker. So I'm very excited about that. I'm going to be on a couple big billboards and posters. So very excited about that. And yeah, I have to stay in decent shape for it. I'm going to make it a goal to be under 160 when I do that photo shoot. It's a whole day like kind of process thing, but very excited for that. And a lot of you guys ask me, Christian, why don't you just bulk up? Get heavy, get big, put on some mass. You're so skinny. That's the reason, guys. This is my career. This is my job, is to look good, to be prepared for photo shoots, and I've done cover magazines, and I've done a lot of photo shoots, and it's part of my work. It's not just like a game to me. I take this very, very seriously, and that's why I don't let myself just get up to 190, 195, and then have a big off-season dirty bulk up, and then cut back down to 8 or 9%. No, like for me, I need to be around 7%, 6 or 7% body fat to get a good amount of work because you don't get a big notice when things come up. I actually this is the biggest notice I've ever had with this Foot Locker deal, but usually it's seriously a couple days before. They're like, hey, Christian, you ready for this? Can you do this? And it's like, oh, no, I'm at 188 pounds, I'm probably about 12% body fat. Oh, well, we can't hire you. So that's kind of how it goes, guys. And I actually have a really upsetting story of an example of that happening. Probably the biggest thing that would have been in my career. I actually couldn't do that gig because I was too heavy. I was at like 180. I was at like 177 to 180, and I just wasn't in good enough shape to do that big deal. But yeah, I learned my lesson there, and that's not going to happen again. So that's really going to conclude this video, guys. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I know this was kind of sporadic and just random talking, but hopefully you kind of watched my exercises, picked up on some stuff. But other than that, guys, I want you to be sure to stay safe and email me at christianguzmanfitness@yahoo.com to hire me as your online personal trainer. I will get you in shape or I'll give you your money back. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned for a couple new episodes coming out very, very soon.